Well, here's the inside of this 4630 tractor. And this is the factory corner posts. They're just steel. They were painted. Not a bad appearance, but that's the way this tractor came out of the factory. Pure steel, nothing on them. Later on, John Deere actually did start covering the corner posts. It does let a little bit of noise, I think, echo up through these. These are tin strips that go in here. You can actually fold the windows out, and there's screws on the back side. Actually, my finger on one there. Eventually, I need to replace this headliner. They'll have to wait for a different date, but a couple of things I wanted to go ahead and do while I had this tractor apart inside and was getting it cleaned up was buy the corner post kit, foam kit. And here you can see on this one there's the factory decals. So I went to a company, tractorupholstery.com, and they have these panels here, and this is called their quick fit panel kit. And this is a kit that retrofits into a 30 series, and actually comes with all the factory decals. This would be this post right here. And the quick fit kit has this plastic on the back, and they give you a tube of silicone when you buy them. You just put a little silicone on and stick it on. Of course, I gotta take these window cranks off, or these holders, whatever you want to call them. Gotta take them off, so they'll go over that, and I'll get everything cleaned up, and hopefully it'll fit on, and we'll see how it looks. So stay tuned, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I also ordered that kit, same deal for that 4850 there, which I'll be putting in the next few minutes. On the 4850, the only reason I'm replacing them, they had interior upholstery on the corner post, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it, and I'll show it to you here in a sec, just because it was bad in that tractor. So what I was going to talk about, though, before I went to this next clip, was these 30 series tractors. This particular one, which has a Survivor radio here, these radios came down, they were real sharp, almost flat angle. Then later they tapered that bezel down further and brought it down so it's easier to read the display. This one has a crack here in the corner, and like I say, it's amazing that it's still a Survivor, and yeah, it does work. This is the air conditioning vents. As you notice, there's only 4. The decal's practically faded away in this particular tractor. In the corner of it's split off here. They sell what they call an 8 vent kit, which would be the black colored version of what's in the 50 series, which came down, had 8 vents, 3 in the center, 3 here, which is majorly improved. The 4630, or this particular 4630, all the 30 series, they had a different upholstery they used in the headliner. It even had push tabs here, and it was a thinner version than using a 40 or 50 series. And as I just mentioned, they have these pieces of tin. This particular piece of tin's actually got corrosion right there. You can see the water damage. So yes, this headliner's got to get replaced. I don't think I'm going to do the headliner right now. I just don't think I'm going to spend the other $500-600 on it. I'm going to go ahead and run the tractor into the summer and see how the tractor performs, and spend the money on the oil leaks and other problems that are probably going to be associated with a 40-year-old tractor, 40 plus years old tractor. I do think I'll go ahead and get the other bezel and get this bezel. Other bezels that were changed was these radio speakers. You can see there's only 4 screws, or on like a 50 series there's going to be 8 screws, 4 for the speaker, 4 for the mounting brackets. That's because they housed a bigger, better speaker in there. That I'll leave alone for the time being. The lower upholstery kit's already been done in this tractor. Whoever installed it, I don't feel did the greatest job in the world, but I think it's pretty good for right now. The kick panels, they're original, but they seem to be in good shape, so I am going to go ahead and leave them. Leave them alone for now, anyway. And this dash, or instrument cluster, we'll call it, at $185.11. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as well. did fill these two plugs, if you can see them right there. I got some bad lighting here, but I did fill those, and I'm gonna go ahead and run with that instrumentation panel as well for the time being. All the gauges and everything seem to work just fine. Like I said, I think I'll leave it. I did order a new ether button. That one's pretty grody. There's supposed to be a plug here where the horn was, at least on a 50. Whoever had this tractor put it here, but I'm not seeing the template cut here, so for the time being I may just leave the button right there. And the last thing that was a difference on these 30 series was the floor was much thinner. As you can see, the floor here was just a thin piece of material, and they did let more noise in the cab. There is an upholstery kitted, it's basically a dash cowl, upholstered dash cowl. It's going to look like a 50 series, except it'll be black for a 30 series. That's an upgrade kit made by Tractors Upholsteries.com. I have ordered that as well to replace a steel one, and TractorUpholstery.com does offer a original tweed seat, which I'm waiting on too. Here's the 4850. Here's the upholstered dash. This is getting replaced. It's in that box right there. And here's that thicker floor mat, as you can see. Much thicker. Both these tractors, I gotta get the soap and water out and get them scrubbed out good. And primarily going to be working on this interior here. Okay, here's the 4850. Where I left off, I had Callie stop in the shop. She's taking her horse for a walk. But I got this corner post on. Looks pretty good. A little wrinkle there in the top because of the way that the foam was fitting up. Just whoever put the headliner just didn't do the best job. Here's a new window handle, and you notice they're much shorter, and they have a rubber grippy bottom. Here's the factory ones. They're longer, and they have a rubberized bottom. Now out there on the fender are two lights. I'm going to take two lights, just like these ones at the back here, and they're going to get, there's only one place you can get the bolt head down through when you pull this front piece out. They're going to get mounted right there. And these are out of a 4960, and the reason 4960 had the shorter handles is because they had a light out there on the fender. And the reason they had a light out there on the fender is because they had the exhaust stack here next to the windows, so they had to move the lights. They changed them to square, and they moved them out because the stack would have covered one of them. So anyway, using 4960 shorter handles because I'm going to have a light out here, but I'll have three lights in the front, so that'll look pretty good. It'll look almost like it was factory, and it'll add some candle to the night. So anyway, that fit in there pretty good. Here's another Survivor piece of foam. You can see how it turns green, but originally these 50 series, this piece here on this right-hand kick panel was green. I gotta get a wrench and take the little bolt there out. I've actually ordered a factory or a John Deere replacement, and it'll be plastic just like this. This is a original left hand, which they wear plastic on this side, but this one's split, so I've ordered it as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and replace both these kick panels and keep getting this tractor spiffied up. It doesn't look too bad. Another little thing I'm doing here right now is I got the 4955 ashtray that you got to cut the foam out and then move your whole location back, because originally it was right there. So I'll be doing that next. Here's the 50 series. This would be your 8-vent system that I was talking about that can also go in that 30 series. Somebody's put a different radio in here with a different, it's a brand X bezel. It's one of those eBay specials or shoop specials. And I'm actually ordering the factory bezel for it, and I'm gonna, when they say this aftermarket crap, it's not even the same brindle brown as this, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with a factory original. I'm gonna put this radio in a black bezel, probably put it in that tractor, throw that bezel away, and maybe get a, or like I say, factory original bezel for this, then get a some sort of Bluetooth AM/FM like a Delphi radio. That's probably blinding the video. Another update to 50s, they had a different rocker switch to the toggle switch, and they had a different light there. And of course the 50 series had the trademark clock in the ceiling, where That got discontinued in the 55 series as they went to the double din displayed radio, and they had 2 speakers here, and then they actually had them integrated into the corners there. Anyway, I am going to continue putting this upholstery on. I got this one stripped down. Got to get scraped off a little bit. I clean up everything as I go. And by the way, I hate when people drill holes and stuff, but whatever. I'll get it straightened up. It'll look pretty good here in a minute. Okay, corner post is in. It actually fit quite nicely, and I'm not super particularly stoked about the little tiny wrinkle right there at the top. Otherwise, fit great. Incidentally, those are the the rest of the interior, which I did not put in. This interior was in when I bought the tractor. It's the quick fit interior too, which is the plastic backed piece, so it matches corners. So whoever put this in obviously went to the same place I did. Kind of ironic. Anyway, fits good, looks good. Little handles are in. This comes with the decals. Got the cup holder in there, the ashtray cup holder, and I've just been cleaning things up, like these window sills, trying to get all the dirt out of there. Next thing I'm going to do is tackle this kick panel here. I did drop the radio speakers, so I got all the new bezels on there, all the original screws and hardware in there. So that looks good. New cleaned all this out. There's foam up in there. Had to fix some of that. What it does is seals it up. This is your recirculation filter, and or cab filter, I should say. And then I guess this is your recirculation filter. But anyway, I got that straightened out. Even went through the little knobs here and cleaned all the dirt out of those, so those look good. And it's a clean looking tractor. There's just not much I can do about like that little scratches right there, unless I want to strip everything and start over. But they do sell a field office kit I'm gonna put in here. This particular tractor still has the original brown tweed seat, which was factory, and it still looks good. So I'm just cleaning everything up, and I will get a video again probably tomorrow. I think this one's getting long enough. Get everything tomorrow when I get this stuff done. Hopefully tomorrow. It sounds like another 10 inches of snow is moving into the state of Iowa, so who knows? Probably scooping snow again all day. But anyway, this is coming together slowly but surely, and looking pretty good. So stay tuned. Lots more projects. Well, at least lots more projects on these tractors.